Jeff, 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 Jeff. 4 legs, yellow teeth. Jeff is cool and very neat. Jeff is nice, always by my side, except for that time they died. Jeff is rad, has no dad. When they died, it made me sad. Drawing Jeff is really great, so that's what we're gonna do today. Dun 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 dun, bum 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 ba-dun-dun. Hello monkeys, today I'm gonna teach you how to draw Jeff. Also, I'm gonna be talking about some Dear Jeff related news. By the way guys, if you could do me a favor and like this video, whenever I post anything that's not an animation, it gets absolutely obliterated by the algorithm. So fight back by liking this video. If this video gets 4,272 likes, I will do a face reveal of my dog. Alright, to start out, you want to pick out a pencil. It doesn't really matter what you use. I'm just using this thingy right here. And we're going to start with the eye. It's kind of an egg shape. I use the liquify tool a lot to fix my shapes and make my lines look more deliberate. So if you're using Procreate or something like that, use the liquify tool, definitely. I'm going to show you a trick so you only have to draw one eye. Make sure you draw the outline on one layer and the pupil on another. And then you're going to duplicate the outline and you're going to flip it horizontally, move it over. And then you're going to duplicate the pupil as well, but don't flip it and just move that over. And there you go. Alright, so about Dear Jeff. You guys did it. You hit the like goal. I knew you would. I probably should have set it higher, but you did it and I'm really happy. Thank you. So take this as an informal announcement that Dear Jeff 4 is happening. I'm writing a script and everything, which is the first time I've ever done that. And I'm going to need voice actors, and it's going to be crazy. And I'm really excited to see what you guys think about it. Just, give me time to work on it, and I'm sure you guys will enjoy it. Alright, back to the drawing. I finished the nose, and now we're going to make the mouth. Start with the W shape. And the mouth is pretty big, but I messed up here, so I had to redo this. And I'm going to use my liquify tool here again because it's not just like a straight up and down shape, it kind of curves in on the sides. Jeff always has a big smile. I've drawn Jeff with their mouth closed and frowning a couple times, and it just looks cursed. It doesn't look as bad on the Jefflings, but now we're going to do the teeth. It's pretty easy. You just have to draw the same shape and then duplicate it. And it's 6 on the top and 6 on the bottom. And, merge them together, duplicate, flip. And the rule that I use is try to make the tips of the teeth like just touching. Like they just line up perfectly like that. And then you can erase like all the extra stuff. And there you go, that's Jeff's smile. I merged all these layers together and resized it because I realized I was drawing it very big. Alright, now we're going to trace the face. This is very easy on all monkeys. You just have to go around all the features of the face with the lines and make sure the line underneath the mouth, like the chin line, is thicker than the rest. Don't ask me why, it just looks better. That's how they look in game, like the monkeys look in Gorilla Tag. It's just it's a feature a lot of people forget. Alright, now for the actual head shape. It's kind of hard to explain what the shape is. It's skinnier towards the top, and it comes to a point and it's flat on the bottom, but it's also like angular. I play with the liquify tool a lot when doing the head shapes just to try to get it just right. And I think I did pretty good here. So we're gonna add the ears, and they usually line up with the eyes. Alright, now for the body. It's sort of an oval shape, but not really. I'll fix that with the liquify tool. And then we do the gray belly, which reaches all the way down, unlike the normal Gorilla Tag gorilla. And then after this, we're going to move on to the legs, which is one of the more complicated parts, I'll say. It's like a regular Gorilla Tag arm, but it's bent backwards pretty much. And as you get closer to the body, it comes to a point, and as you're further away, it gets a little wider, sort of club shaped. It just kind of helps give it that like 3-dimensional look to make it look like Jeff is reaching out in front of them a little bit. Then we do the hands, just regular Gorilla Tag hands. I know a lot of people have trouble with hands in art, not just monkey hands, but any kind of hands, and I definitely know how that is. It just takes practice. I don't think mine are great. I just do whatever I think looks good, and I think these are alright. And you can just copy and paste these across the whole drawing. It makes it really easy. And there we go, that's our first arm, which will make it really easy to draw our second arm, because we can just sort of copy and paste it, duplicate it, move it over, angle it a little bit just so it looks a little different. You know, you don't want it to be perfectly symmetrical. I like to make it look like Jeff is sort of standing at an angle sometimes, or in the middle of a walk cycle. Alright, for the back legs. The knee for the legs reaches above the head. It goes higher. The feet are closer to the body. You know, it's the legs are the same size. It's just that they're pulled in a little bit more, so they're pointing up. And that way you can see the feet behind Jeff. But we're going to obviously erase these extra lines because these front legs are blocking the back ones. And there we go. That's pretty much it. That's how you draw Jeff. But we're going to move on to line art. So I turned the opacity down on the actual sketch, and we're going to pick a pen. And it's I'm going to show you what I use for a pen. I use a technical pen, which is just like a regular pen, but this streamline setting, I turn it all the way up because I have shaky hands, and this helps make your lines look really nice, because you can see that's with the streamline off, and then I turn it up and it cleans up the lines, and you can see all the lines I draw with it. They're very smooth. It's not like, it doesn't feel natural to draw with, but it helps to make your line work look really nice. Also, I made Jeff's eyes a little bit bigger when I wasn't recording because they were a little small, and I realized it did not look great. And as you go over this, you can use all the same techniques that I talked about before, where you're duplicating stuff. You don't have to draw every little thing, like this nostril here. I flip it, you duplicate it, whatever. All these teeth, I can easily just copy and paste them. And I use the liquify tool all over the place. My lines never land perfectly, if that makes sense. Like they always need to be moved around just a little bit. And that's the great thing about digital art, is that you can just like rework things until it looks nice. And you know, you don't have to spend like 50 years on a drawing, but if you spend a little extra time like cleaning stuff up, it can look really nice and look like it actually belongs in a cartoon. Yeah, and don't forget for this face part to make that bottom line a little bit thicker, just a little bit. So back to the Dear Jeff stuff. I realized that waiting months and months and months for a 8-minute animation is not like the most ideal situation. So I've decided I'm going to allocate more time to long form content, including Dear Jeff, but also including gameplay or like tutorials like this. I just want to find out what kind of content you guys want to see me make other than just short animations, so let me know in the comments. Alright, so we're done with the line work. I guess I didn't really explain what I was doing, but I'm sure you guys could figure it out. It's line work. You just go over the lines with your pen, and we're going to merge all of these together. And you can actually group them together and then duplicate the group and then merge one of them. That way you can keep all your lines separated just in case you want to change something. But then set that merge group to reference, and then that way on a different layer you can add your colors. And it doesn't really matter what colors you use, because, or at least what I use, because I add the textures afterwards. And so I just lay down the colors. I do the gray on one layer and the dark on another layer, and then I gotta draw out this belly part because it's the only part that doesn't really have an outline. It's just like color on color, so you always have to draw it in. Alright, now we're gonna do the mouth, which is the inside of the mouth, which is a very dark red color. And after that, we're going to do the eyes, which are just plain white. And now for the teeth. And Jeff notoriously has yellow teeth. Not because of bad hygiene or anything, that's just what color they are. And I'm honestly sick of all the judgment. It's okay to have yellow teeth. Don't judge my Jeff. Alright, just finish filling in all these teeth. I'm not going to do any shading on this drawing. I don't think it really needs it. This is just a general Jeff tutorial. Okay, so I added the textures, but I didn't show me making them because I want to save that for a future tutorial. I get a lot of questions about the textures I use because I always use the same one. And I made it myself, and I don't really remember how I did it, but I'll figure it out and I'll let you guys know. Alright, I'm going to make a background because we're pretty much done here. I just want to make it look nice. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what kind of tutorials you want to see in the future. Like if you want to see an animation tutorial or a how to draw forest tutorial or just anything like that. Just let me know because I really enjoy sharing what I've learned. It's very inspiring to be able to inspire others with my art. It's my favorite part about making art, and I hope this video inspired you to draw Jeff. And if it did, join my Discord and show me. I will be looking in my art channel, and I better see a bunch of Jeff drawings.